fucking with it right. Here with who I started with me, something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, Uno Central Coast, mobbing suicide, only arsonists. I step in the booth and cast, I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music, I work hard at this.
That's right, and we're back live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Beautiful Linda Raza, it's Friday, man. Thank God it's Friday. For anyone that got any plans this weekend, be safe. Fuel up the jet skis, get the boats going, do what Chicanos do, get the carne asada, and get those oldies cranking, okay? So do me a favor, man. Hit that like button. That's all I ask, cabrones, is hit that pinchy like button. If you're watching on IG, you can hit the heart. Facebook Familia, you can hit that like button. Let's go ahead and get into a clip that I'm going to share because this is exactly my thoughts. I got to be honest with you. These were exactly my thoughts, but nowadays, people aren't really using too much common sense anymore, right? It seems like right now on the internet, if you don't agree with what the consensus, the mob, all the brown pages, the raza pages, you get called every single thing in the book, which is okay. Well, to me, it's okay. Other people could have a gripe with it. To me, it's okay. Sticks and stones will break my bones. What you type on a keyboard, a video you put out about me, it won't hurt me. It won't, especially because I'm sure and I'm confident in myself. I don't need reassurance from you to know I'm brown, I'm Mexican, and soy Chicano. But other people get a little bit tit-fitty, get emotional in the comments. But anyways, I'm going to play a clip for you. Then we're going to dissect this and we're going to break this thing down because I think what Lucky said, just pop the balloon for every single activist, brown activist, every single non-affiliate, and every single resident when the people are saying, hey, you're supposed to do this for the brown people. There's revolutions that are started, I guess, right? The revolutions, and all of a sudden gang members are supposed to confront the police because it sounds noble. Well, I'll tell you what's not noble, catching a RICO act, but I guess it is what it is, right? Let's go ahead and play this clip as I hit my In-N-Out burger with you, and we're going to break this thing down because, again, a lot of people don't understand what's going on the internet. It can consume you, it could fool you, it can trick you. A lot of people are turned out also by the internet, right? People that had no sense of culture, no sense of I'm Chicano, I'm raza, I'm this, the cultura and unity of the raza. Them motherfuckers weren't doing shit, before they jumped on the internet and said, oh yeah, I'm down with that, I'm down. And then they got their identity from the internet. I didn't get my identity from the internet. I created Chicano Tube from scratch to bring culture over to YouTube. Dios, familia, y cultura over to YouTube. So let's watch this clip from Lucky Sun Tzu that's about to pop the balloon for all the brown activists, non-affiliates, and residents. Let's go.
Check it out, you silly rabbits. I hear a lot of residents, non-affiliates, hollering on social media platforms. Aren't gang members supposed to protect the neighborhood from ICE? And let me ask you that question, my G's. No. Now, is there individual gang members out there protesting? Yes. But is it an organized thing within the neighborhoods? Absolutely not, bro. Because that's when indictments come down and hit the neighborhoods, right? And they hit everybody and their mama, people that have got nothing to do with the decision you made to organize and go protest. So we got to be mindful and responsible if you are from a neighborhood in the sense of that. Let me break this shit down to you a little bit. Now, when I got jumped into my neighborhood, it didn't say in the fine print that we were insurance policies for individuals deemed illegal. You know what I mean? I'm talking about taqueros, the elote man, so on and so forth, right? The individuals that provide us these great services on these streets. And thanks to us, we utilize their services on these streets and we keep them afloat with the cash flow, right? The support. Yes, do we want to stand up when we see unjust things happen? Absolutely. But not every single gang member is on that tip. Why? Because we already at it with each other. And so now you want motherfuckers to put their shit down and provide unity within the community. And it doesn't always happen like that when you got a bunch of wild animals running all over the place. So the same people that are always calling the cops on gang members, the same people that hate these bald-headed motherfuckers hanging out in front of their house or on the street or in front of the liquor store, writing on the wall, now they calling for them. Come on, my dogs, make it make sense.
I can see all the brown activists, panties in a bunch, cabrones. I consider myself lightweight, some activism. Not like I do it every day, every night, or that my social media reflects some kind of soldado for the brown causa. No. But I'm here to bring a common sense approach. Look, listen, man. Exactly what he said. It sounds like a noble cause, right? Hey, we got to stop all the deportations from happening. But when is that ever going to be accomplished? When is you and me jumping in front of an ICE agent and the cabron or cabrona that he wants to pick up, that's fucking his business? When are we obligated to do anything like that? Now, this it changes the narrative, because the narrative is, if you're not brown, if you voted for blank. You're not brown if you don't go to the protest. You're not brown if you don't do this. You're not brown. Now they're telling gang members, non-affiliates, and residents are telling gang members what to do. Check it out, man. Would these gang members want to jump in front of Vato getting snatched up by ICE or not? They don't need your bullshit reassurance on the internet to let them know, hey, you did something right, you're brown. They know they're brown. They're fighting against other brown men. That's what I've been advocating against since 2008. I've been a gang prevention specialist going inside the juvenile halls and the camps for years. I knew when someone said that, I'd say, wait a second, man, that sounds good. It sounds good. But you want us all of a sudden, you want all of the gangs to unite against deportations. It's never going to happen, man. It's absolutely never going to happen, because the same people that call the police on the cholos, that party all night, hang out in front of on the porches like boys in the hood, hang out in front of the liquor stores, are now all of a sudden with one noble cause. Hey, stop ICE. Stop ICE. ICE has been picking people up since fucking the civil rights days. You know, it's like, what are we going to do? It sounds like a noble cause, but the brown crabs, the brown cangrejos, if you don't do this, you're not brown. Chinga tu madre. How about that? So Lucky has a street person, and only Lucky can deliver the message like that, right? All blasted up, sitting in front of his porch, all blasted up, in typical classic Lucky Sun Tzu fashion. Did he say anything that was inaccurate? Not that I saw. Corco Door Security, I appreciate you, my boy. Says, how's the chest healing, bro? It's 1 week yesterday, and I'm already putting lotion on there. I was putting the Euphoria, whatever it's called. I didn't even know you're not supposed to put Neosporin, but I was just going with nothing but ghetto fucking ink people on the calles. He told me that's the worst shit you could ever put on a tattoo is Neosporin. That's gonna lift the ink. But now I know it's that Euphoria, and you got to use the antibacterial the what is it called? The Gold. What's that soap called? The one that's gold. It's antibacterial. That's the best cleaning shit. It's healing up, bro. I'm gonna go back on July 9th. And then I have the last session on August 8th. I think on 8/8 I got the last session, but I appreciate you, cabron. Gracias for asking about that. Wait. Exactly my point, Truth Media. Imagine Truth Media. I don't know if you're Raza Truth Media. You could be Africano, black. You could be white. Imagine someone like the last president told you, Truth Media, if you don't believe what I believe, and say you're black, I don't know if you are or not, you ain't black. You'd be like, what the fuck? The last time I checked, I'm still black. The last time I checked, I'm still brown. And I think I'm browner than a lot of cabrones on the internet, being that I'm Chicano, being that I'm dual citizen, being I have a birth certificate that says I'm Mexican from the country of Mexico. So it's an interesting take, man. Let's dissect this one more time, man.
Check it out, you silly rabbits. I hear a lot of residents, non-affiliates, hollering on social media platforms. Aren't gang members supposed to protect the neighborhood from ICE? And let me ask you that question, my G's. No. Now is that
I appreciate directness in conversations because I don't got the time. I don't got the time, cuz I need someone to shoot me straight. Are we supposed to defend a brown people supposed to, don't go after me. You want to go after someone? Go after common sense. Go after you must hate common sense if what I'm telling you is irritating you. Because all of a sudden you want to cause this national uprising to stop ICE. The same motherfuckers that want that, won't say a single word if another president gets elected in the office and all of a sudden these ICE stories stop. They're still deporting people every single day, tackling them at the Home Depot. You think they started tackling people on January 20th? Hell no, man. Robert Garcia, the famous boxing coach, said his dad got taken by ICE 8 times in 1 year. Again, pre-ICE, I don't know how long ICE, the institution, has been created. Pre-ICE, it's called La Migra. La Migra. So, you know, what do I tell undocumented people when they see La Migra? Córrele, güey. Córrele, güey. What do you want me to tell the people? But anyways, the answer is no. Let's see what Lucky Sun Tzu
check it out,
says.
you silly rabbits. I hear a lot of residents, non-affiliates, hollering on social media platforms. Aren't gang members supposed to protect the neighborhood from ICE? And let me ask you that question, my G's. No. Now, is there individual gang members out there protesting? Yes. But is it an organized thing within the neighborhoods? Absolutely not, bro. Because that's when indictments come down and hit the neighborhoods, right? And they hit everybody and their mama. People that have got nothing to do with the...
I said the same thing about the protest, right? You hit the county jail, you're facing your 3rd strike, and it was to protest because the homies were going to go protest, the mob, everyone was going to go protest, right? Well, fuck it, it's a thing to do, let's go. And you catch your 3rd strike. I guarantee all these coalitions, especially these brown influencers on Instagram, or these meme pages, right? Oh, the brown crabs, the ones that are going after other brown people, they're going after Paco. Right now, they're going, Paco's the baddest Chicano in the pinche barrio. You talk down on Paco, it makes you look absolutely fucking like a moron. Like a moron. So you sitting in the county jail facing your 3rd strike for a noble causa. You won't get one letter from an influencer on the internet. You won't get one money order from the United Farm Workers, any coalition. You won't get one single JPay from anyone because you got arrested and cut your 3rd strike. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You're in a country, cabrones, where you could go fucking protest for fucking chirujos. I want my kid to get sex changes. I want them to read porn books to my son in school. You can go protest for that. Just like every time I drive by the Planned Parenthood, there's always one cabron or 2 cabrones out there that are protesting que no maten los niños. You know what I mean? Shit. They have the freedom to do that and they're not going to get popped. But you're asking gang members. It's just the same way the mob, the consensus, the internet. And again, you'll type that on Lucky Sun Tzu's comments. You'll type that. You won't even hesitate to type a talking shit comment from the Net Banger 5000, right? The Net Banger 5000. Ahí está. Fucking Lucky. But you won't say that to his motherfucking face. You know that. I know that. So we got to stop sounding deep on the internet. If we don't stop deportations now, but wait a second. Are the only people worthy of attention and videos the people getting deported now? What about the millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people before? They weren't video worthy? Did you make any videos from 2008 to 2015 when a president was throwing more people out of the... I'm just asking. It's a general question. I'm not banging on you guys with politics. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is not CNN. This is not Fox. This is the Brown channel. This is what brown people with common sense think. Lucky Sun Tzu, don't get mad at him. Get mad at common sense. And the brown crabs, we're getting tired of that bullshit. Again, I'm going to do one more town hall on immigration. Then I'm going to let it ride for 4 years. If they want to gaslight deportations, fine. But all of a sudden you think you're going to cause an uprising, right? We got to stop the deportation. Motherfuckers are getting snatched up, man. Left and right. The videos with the somber soundtracks, I get it, man. They make me fucking get a little choked up sometimes too. They do their job. But you want brown people, okay, to vote the way you vote. You want gang members to do what you want them to do. You're living in a fantasy land. What we need to do is unite, get together, sit at the same table, and come up with solutions. That's what we need to do, no matter how you were indoctrinated. Let's hear it one more time.
Check it out, you silly rabbits. I hear a lot of residents, non-affiliates, hollering on social media platforms. Aren't gang members supposed to protect the neighborhood from ICE? And let me ask you that question, my G's. No. Now, is there individual gang members out there protesting? Yes. But is it an organized thing within the neighborhoods? Absolutely not, bro. Because that's when indictments come down and hit the neighborhoods, right? And they hit everybody and their mama. People that have got nothing to do with the decision you made to organize and go protest. So we got to be mindful and responsible if you are from a neighborhood in the sense of that. Let me break this shit down to you a little bit. Now, when I got jumped into my neighborhood, it didn't say in the fine print that we were insurance policies for individuals deemed illegal. You know what I mean? I'm talking about taqueros, the elote man, so on and so forth, right? The individuals that provide us these great services on these streets. And thanks to us, we utilize their services on these streets and we keep them afloat with the cash flow, right? The support. Yes, do we want to stand up when we see unjust things happen? Absolutely. But not every single gang member is on that tip. Why? Because we already at it with each other. And so now you want motherfuckers to put their shit down and provide unity within the community. And it doesn't always happen like that when you got a bunch of wild animals running all over the place. So the same people that are always calling the cops on gang members, the same people that hate these bald-headed motherfuckers hanging out in front of their house or on the street or in front of the liquor store, writing on the wall, now they calling for them. Come on, my dogs, make it make sense.
I'm just saying the common sense needs to come back in style. Because there's extremes everywhere, man. There's brown influencers that are so extreme, indigenous roots. Like they want us to go back to fucking temple times, cut people's heads off for the sun god. And you know, we don't roll like that no more. It's 2025. That's another extreme ditch. And another extreme ditch is the ones Americano. I'm American. Absolutely is what one birth certificate says. I got two. I'm American, absolutely. But then that extreme is to do away with anything that has to do with the ancestral land. We can't be fucking brown. We can't be down with brown things. Turn our back on the motherland. Don't teach our children Spanish. Don't teach our children cultura. That's another fucking extreme that I'm never going to be down with. So what do? We got to approach this thing with common sense, going right down the middle. Look, listen. Gang members are not going to catch RICO cases. 1. 2, gang members don't give a fuck about what you think. 2. 3, it sounds real noble to try to rally up all the brown people and say, stop the fucking deportations or else you ain't brown. No one gives a fuck about that. And the people that are brown crabs and trying to internet bully people, shame on you. Shame on you. You're the reason a lot of motherfuckers left Mexico. You, the brown that are going after other brown people, you're the reason, because we were in Mexico already experiencing classism, colorism. We're experiencing all that shit in Mexico. Brown versus brown. And now we come over here to the United States and you still want to continue with your brown versus brown crab mentality. We ain't down with that. The hood ain't gonna do nothing. The gang members ain't gonna catch no RICO cases over this. That's not what they signed up for. They're already shooting and killing each other and catching 3 strikes and life sentences on the daily. Well, I mean, I don't think they're going that hard anymore, but people are still dying. I'm just saying that. But times have changed, right? They're catching cases in skinny jeans and Dodge Chargers. It's different shit. But Lucky did not tell a single lie in what he said. He said it. This is gonna pop the balloon for all the brown activists. Well, and come on my motherfucking page and talk all the shit you want. I think I'm browner than you. I think I'm browner than you. Well, you don't believe what I believe. Yeah, and who are you? The judge and the jury? No, you sound like a controlling motherfucker trying to make me feel the way you want me to feel. I got to do what you say. That sounds like one's the puppet master and the other one's the puppet. What brown people have to do is unite, give solutions, come up with common sense ideas. But as far as deportations go, gente, we're going to do one more town hall. That's it. That's it. Because these stories, a daughter got ripped away, a dad got ripped away, a grandpa got ripped away. All it's doing is causing division amongst the brown people. For you that picked up that cause and all of a sudden want to eradicate by making this uncommon sense fucking request, gang members do something. What else are they going to come out with? For you guys, shame on you, because all you're doing is dividing and separating the people. Ain't no one ever said we got to stop deportations from happening, but now you want to say that? I really don't know what planet these fucking people are living on, but it's not planet Earth and it's not planet common sense. Shout out to Lucky Sun Zoo, man, for just speaking the real, and it's exactly what it is. The brown crabs keep going after each other. We got one more town hall. That's all we're going to talk about. And then 3.5 more years, daughters, grandparents, kidnappings, not unaliving, God forbid, disappearing, a street vendor cart with the ghost soundtrack. I get it. 3.5 more years. Raza, brace yourself. But immigration is a serious issue. But we need to get in positions of power to be able to change things. If not, dividing the online brown community is not going to do a motherfucking thing. Stop going on extremisms. You got to be 100% indigenous, 100%. We're not anyways. I'm 47% Spanish, and I embrace that. Oh, you got to be Americano. Well, yeah, but we're not going to deny the motherland, speaking Spanish, teaching culture to our children. Chale with that. Chale. I say chale. Dios, familia, cultura, chale street. But let common sense reign again. And to anyone, it's going to make these outlandish requests, or else you're not brown. Says who? Says you? I say this to you. Chinga tu ya sabes. All right, you guys. I'm out. In and Out is done. I got a couple more errands to do. I'll see you guys at the town hall. I'm still deliberating what time we're going to do it. But as soon as you see that shit happening, jump on the live. The first 10 that jump on, don't jump on unless you got a solution. And let's talk about immigration for the 5th time. Not the first time, for the 5th time this year. Let's talk about immigration and bring some common sense. And you could bring any perspective. All perspectives are welcome. Maybe there's a hard, don't deport them. Now's the time for revolution. Grab your pinche cuetes and we're fucking going to. Maybe you're a revolutionary. That's fine. Maybe a brown beret. That's fine. Left. That's fine. Right. That's fine. LGBT, whatever. Rainbows. That's fine. Join the town hall and let's talk about it. I'll see you guys at the town hall. Remember what I always say? In the end, all you got is the memories.